Welcome to Dragonfly Trading. I hope everyone's having a wonderful Sunday. My name is Carrie, and I am a professional trader in the crypto and Forex market. I'm also a mentor for struggling traders. Today's video is going to be an update on Bitcoin. We're going to take a look at XRP, and we're also going to take a look at a couple of altcoins that have a high potential to give us a bullish move. All right, let's get started. So we are on Bitcoin. In my last videos, we've been talking about this move, this 5-wave move being the start of something and potentially giving us a partner 5-wave move to the upside. That would either be a C wave, and it would mean that we would come back to the downside, or a third wave that would produce a fourth wave here, holding the fourth wave territory and push up for a fifth. If Bitcoin can accomplish this, it will mean one of two things. First, that it potentially could be back on a bull run, or it would be a very high bear market rally that would take the all-time high as an expanded B. But we'll talk about that if we get this lucky and get this impulse wave. Now, on the flip side is the bearish option, and that is that we have created a flat here. And that this 5-wave move is the end of something, and it is a C wave, which will mean that it has put in a X wave and now is coming to the downside in a potential 3-wave move, looking for a Y or Z wave. Okay, so it all comes down to what is happening in this leg right here. Is it going to be able to hold and stay above this support that we have created? Or is it going to fail and come under it? Now, if it comes under it, it is not invalidating this being a B wave or a wave 2. The complete invalidation is this low. But coming underneath that support would not be good for Bitcoin, because it would create a bearish sentiment in the market, and it would be harder for it to get back through that resistance. So I would really like to see it stay on top. Bitcoin has filled the gap, which is good. And it is also coming into the time that we were looking at for the minimum requirement. And it is also coming downwards into it, which is a good sign. Now remember, this is minimum time. It can totally put a connector here and then give this leg a partner to complete itself, creating a connector that then kicked off for the 5 waves. But either way, we need to see it stay on top of 18,100. Okay, so it all comes down to this leg and what are the potential options. Let's talk about the bullish option first. The bullish option is that it's coming down in threes. That the first move was a 3-wave move. 3-wave moves up, and then this is an ABC to the downside, creating a W. That it bounced in 3 for an X, and now it will create a 3-wave move here for a Y wave. Let's talk about this for just a second. In order for it to take place, Bitcoin needs to continue to climb in this channel and invalidate the bearish move. It will also climb higher for an X or a B wave, creating itself high enough so that when it gives this leg a partner to the downside, it will not break these corrective extensions. The deepest a WXY should come is the 1.382, sitting at approximately 18,672. Now it can come a little deeper, it can wick through it, but it needs to recover quickly. Climbing higher in this blue channel will help that take place. Let's talk about the bearish scenario and how important it is for Bitcoin to climb higher. The bearish scenario is that it's creating a 1-2-1-2. This first drop to the downside is extremely ugly. It is very difficult to make it 5 waves. The only way it's going to happen is by making it a very ugly diagonal. It bounced in 3, and then you would call this 5 waves with a pullback, creating a 1-2-1-2. To the downside right now, it is looking as if it's creating a 5-wave move. If this leg can climb higher in this channel and come up and take the 618 out at 28,390, it will invalidate the 1-2-1-2. All right, let's talk about one more thing. We cannot call this 3, and then 5 waves. That would be a flat correction. In a flat correction, the B wave needs to come at least to the 618 in my system. In traditional books and everything else you will read on the internet, they want it to come 90%. But I can tell you, crypto totally goes to the 618. But the problem is this B wave did not come high enough. So we cannot call this a flat correction. So if this wave is coming down in 5, the only way to resolve that is to say that this is a leading diagonal again. With that being said, the deepest that a ABC correction should come is the white 2.236 at 18,570. Why is this important? This is important because if Bitcoin decides that it's going to roll over and create a 5th wave, if it does not recover from here with a V-shaped recovery and come out, and it decides to roll over again, it is confirming that this 1-2-1-2 is in motion. So regardless of what happens here, we have to climb higher in this channel, or just roll over one more time to the 2.236 and then recover, or this move is going to turn impulsive. Okay, let's talk about XRP. XRP, I see this first move as an expanding diagonal. This was a very bullish move and would lead into a wave 1 and a wave 2. XRP needs to hold above the low where the expanding diagonal started. It is very complex coming down, which is a very good sign. Where we are currently is very complex. And if we're going to see a pop to the upside, meaning that Bitcoin plans to put in that 5-wave move and we want XRP to follow, it will create a flat where it created 3 waves here, 3 waves, and then we will get a zigzag here of 3 waves. This will be a beautiful rally. Now, there is a possibility that XRP ended, just like Bitcoin, on a Z wave. It would be a truncation, but it is possible. But coming underneath this low at 0.3000 is going to invalidate that. So we need this 5-wave move to not break its bottom and create the C wave, or a more bullish run, just like Bitcoin, and be the start of something. All right, so the question is can XRP break this low and still create this flat? It can. And the reason is the B wave can be pulled over to this area. This is a very difficult area in here, and it could definitely be a W, an X, and a Y down, breaking these lows, sweeping that liquidity for an expanded B, and then blasting up for the C wave. So right now, XRP is clearly coming into the 1-to-1 and also overlapping its 618 extension. This would be a beautiful area holding this support for it to pivot to the upside. This is a very complex 3, 3, and then potentially 3 or 5. Let's see if XRP will hold and give us that move to the upside. All right, let's talk about a couple of coins that are really looking beautiful. The first one is Mana. And the reason that I like Mana so much is because this wave to the downside took out the 1.618 extension. Why is that important? Because it means that this cannot be an A wave, a B wave, and then a very overextended C, because this B wave came too deep. So it is suggesting that this 5-wave move to the upside is the start of something, and that it should at least get a partner. The 618 extension is sitting right on this support. The 1.618 is very close. I would really like to see Mana hold here and pivot to the upside and give us that 5-wave move. Can it come deeper? It absolutely can. It just cannot break this low. Another one that looks exactly the same as Gala, I don't know if I pronounced that right, but it has this support here at the 618. It came too deep to be a B wave, way too deep, suggesting this is the start of something, and it should at least get a partner. Very close to coming into these two extensions. It also, on both coins, is creating bullish reversal divergence. There's a very good chance that it at least gives us something to the upside. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video. Pay attention to my website. I will have an announcement coming out this week about some changes, and I will see you in the next one.